Okay, looks like I've got everything sorted. Hey, that was annoying. I have a very bad habit of just leaving my laptop on and just closing the lid so it just sleeps, which doesn't do much for its ability to you know, start quickly. And I should have turned on my laptop a couple hours ago when I got up, but I didn't, because that would have been smart. So that's what the delay was. Excuse me. So, as the title says, today we're going to be swatching the Black Widow Monarchs, the 48 pencil set that just came out from Black Widow. So, and then if I have time, I'll try to get them organized into the case that the rest of my Black Widows are in. And possibly at the same time, more than likely, getting them in the color order that I want. So right now I just want to get them initially swatched, and then what I want to do is swatch the colors around them so that I know where they belong in my case, which I also need to reorganize because it's not in an order that I like to have my pencils in. So, because like right now it's organized yellow to, I don't know, orange, no, blue, I don't remember, or no, green, which isn't my preferred order. I prefer to have purple at the beginning because it's my favorite color. So, so far I just have the first two written down on my paper here. So we're gonna keep going with that. The way I have it set up is numbers over on the left, name of the pencil, and then I swatch, and I do like angles so that they're not like right next to each other or right below each other. Because I mean, I have all this space, why not use it? And I don't like doing like the fade out ones because that just takes too long for me. I like quick and easy. So next up is MN 067 milk. Although if your milk is this color, I'd be a little bit worried. 105 peach. MN 079 as tech gold. And 090 mango. Hey sis. And 036 candy. Mango like candy. MN 126 ice cream. If you didn't catch my live unboxing of these on my Instagram, one of the things that I mentioned is that I love the unique color names that the creator of these pencils comes up with, despite some of the controversy that has arisen from some of the names in the, or one of the names in the skin tone set. M070 mushroom. MN073. This. I'm getting really tired of writing MN, so I think I'm just going to write the numbers and then add the MN later. And just put the number in the name. It'll go a bit faster that way. I don't think I've ever seen pink fudge. Strawberry fudge? .086. Hot pink. I apologize if you can hear my fan. It is a bit earlier in the day, so it's not quite as warm on this side of my room, but it is August in Southern California, and life without a fan is not worth living. Cool green. It took me a second why he would have a green named Passion, but then I remembered passion fruit. Thank you, Great British Bake Off. Peppermint. And case in point about my liking for his naming scheme, green slime. It's so funny. Washed green. I hope you guys can read my handwriting. I guess the important part is that I can read it, right? Poison. Okay, yeah, I turned it kind of low, so it's not quite as loud as the top speed that I usually have it at. But it's like right next to me, so I don't really need it that high. Antler. Green tea. Light bronze. Yeah. Missed the N. Thank goodness for correction tape. Okay, that's the first tray. This is the tray that really has me excited. Look at all these gorgeous, gorgeous jewel tones. Sapphire. my line is drifting as it usually does. I usually have like a drawn line between number and name, but that seemed a bit too much work for a paper that's not really going to be anywhere important. I'll do that once I get the page set up for my coloring Bible. But for just getting them initially swatched out so I know where to put them in the set. Yeah, these are really pretty blues. I didn't feel like it was necessary. 83 denim. 56 ocean. Okay. What is with my writing, my spelling today? Usually I'm better than this. Blue daisy. I don't think I've ever seen a blue daisy before. Opal. Yes. The blue-green opal. 103. Gray. Yeah, with any slate. 039. Lavender. This is seriously one of the darkest lavenders I've ever seen. Not that I'm complaining. Eggplant. Isn't there already an aubergine in this set? Woohoo! No, I guess not. Hang on. Stop. Accidentally repeated a timer for when I needed to get up from my nap to get ready for this. Hit repeat instead of stop. Okay. 123. Navy blue. 042. Blue moon. Blue moon. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Okay, that was storm blue. Oyster. Had a piece of cat hair stuck to my pen. 092. Oop. Gun metal. 109. Dark gray. 04H. Light gray. Two, 5. Shadow. That's how I say my sister's cat's name, because his name is Shadow. There's something about the way I say it that's kind of funny to me. Medium gray. We'll see if those three have the same undertone and can be used together, because that can make a big difference. Almost done. 2 more. 087. That's mahogany. And 122. Rusty. Okay. Now we go all the way back to the beginning and just swatch. So this is fawn. It's a really light, kind of tannish color. I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen this to get any like coating off of the pencil. And I should have grabbed the trash can. Whoops. Okay, let me see where the edge of my writing is. Okay. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and put the line in this time, just so I know where I'm at. Because astigmatism be like that. Okay, I'm gonna empty my yeah, we'll just do it in here. So I don't have to interrupt myself and get up. Okay. Now we're ready. Yes, that feels so nice. Feels like the rest of the Black Widow pencils. That kind of creamy, smooth feeling of a really good quality pencil. Okay, this one is cream. Looks like a creamy yellow. Haha, cream, of course. Yep, got that a little bit too sharp. I actually kind of like that with fawn. If you want to start off like saturated and then trail into less saturated colors, those would work well together, I think. to milk. There we go. Didn't sharpen it quite as much as last time, this time. You know, to me, this is more of a cream than that is. Although, like, this could be like a buttermilk color. Buttermilk pancakes. Nom. I don't know what I would call that instead, but yeah, this is definitely more cream to me. This one's a little bit off center. You can tell because the wood comes up a little bit higher on one side than it does another. Let's see if we can get that down a little bit. Okay, this one is peach. It's a very light peach. I think I have a peach out somewhere. Might be over here. Nope, that's beige. There it is. Nope, that's salmon pink. Yeah, here's peach. Here's the Prismacolor peach and the Black Widow peach. Prismacolor peach is a lot more pink than the Monarch peach, but this is closer to like the flesh of the peach rather than the skin, which is what this peach reminds me of. But I'm not too fussed about that. Different people have different ideas of what colors actually are, because everybody sees color differently. Okay, this is Aztec Gold. Yeah, that's a nice gold color. I'd be interested to see this next to Nugget. Okay, next up we have Mango. Mango and cream would work really well together for like a light goldish color. Okay, this is Candy. Got another one a little bit too sharp. See, this is closer to the Prismacolor peach. I wonder if anybody started work on a conversion chart yet. Like, I know there's conversion charts for the older pencils in the Black Widow sets. Like, I even started one myself. But I'm curious if anyone started for these. This one's called Ice Cream. I say started because more than likely they haven't finished one yet, since these are so new. Like, they were just released week before last, I think, and then allow time for shipping. Like, I ordered mine last, no, not last. When did I order these? End of week before last. And they were scheduled to be delivered on the 11th, which they were, after faking me out into thinking that they would be on delivered on the 10th. They were on the truck to be delivered on the 10th. They did not make it here on the 10th. Didn't even get here until 6:45 last night. Otherwise, I might have tried to stream yesterday, but this is probably better because yesterday was a bit tiring for me. This is light pink because my mom and I went and got haircuts yesterday at with a new stylist that we hadn't used before, and she lives like 45 miles away from us, so it was a bit of a drive. And then the cut, my mom's cut, it took longer than mine because mine is really easy. All she had to do was take my buzz cut back down because it had grown out a little bit. It was getting long enough that I could tuck it behind my ears, or at least my my sideburns, which is a little bit longer than I really like it. So my mom went first, and yeah, it took a little while. This is Mushroom. And then coming home, we were gonna stop at a Taco Bell not too far from where the stylist lives because she works out of her house. And apparently right now Taco Bell isn't even letting people in for takeout into the restaurant. So, because my mom and I we were just gonna get it takeout and then sit and eat it in the car. And we would have had to drive back around the restaurant to get to the drive-thru. And Mom and I, we were both really tired by that point, and we're just like, we just want to get home. So, and I wasn't terribly hungry yet at that point. So, I was just like, you know what, let's just wait until we get closer to home. This is Bliss. So, there's one not too far off the freeway here in where I live, in the town I live. And so we stopped at that one, grabbed some for the rest of the family, and then went home. This one kind of reminds me of, I think it's bubblegum in the Black Widow set. Or not necessarily in the Black Widow set, but I need to move my marker. Let's see, what's it called? Yeah, bubblegum in the Cobra set. Or maybe fancy pink, pig's ear, pretty pink, somewhere around there. Pardon me. I think, no, mushroom is a little bit too pink to go with fawn. I think mushroom would be a good skin tone color. Like nectar. It might be a pretty good match for nectar from the Prismacolors. Okay, this one is fudge. I don't think I've ever heard of pink fudge. I mean, it probably wouldn't be hard to make pink fudge, especially if you use white chocolate and food coloring. This is definitely not a color that I would call fudge. Okay, this one is hot pink. But yeah, with my health the way it is, it doesn't take much to tire me out. And especially being an introvert and meeting a new person and the drive. I was so tired yesterday. Like, usually my mom, hang on, I'm gonna get some water. Usually my mom and I watch Good Bones on Tuesday evenings. But I was just like, I needed quiet. Like, it wasn't even that the day was loud at all. Because, I mean, the stylist had music playing, but it wasn't, like, super loud. And my mom listens to a classical station. and even that not very loud. But I didn't want talking. I think that's what it was. This is Passion. It's very bright green. Because I had, like, music playing in my room while I was reading a book. And I was fine. But I didn't want talking. Which is still weird because we didn't really talk that much with the stylist, but brains are weird. This reminds me of the color Radioactive on the browser game Flight Rising. 'Cause I'm radioactive, radioactive. This is a nice glimpse into how my brain works, you guys. Because my brain works by association. So, like, words will trigger a memory or a sentence or something in my brain. And just 90% of the time, I just let it out. Because that's my brain. That's how I ended up singing Blue Moon. Because one of the blues is called Blue Moons. Blue Moon. Okay, this one is Cool Green. And that does look like a cool green to me. Both literally and figuratively. Yeah, this is a really good way to see undertones when people are talking about them. Because Passion has a very yellow undertone. It would be considered more of a yellow-green. Meanwhile, Cool Green is a much cooler undertone. I think this is fairly close to True Green in the Prismacolor sets. You're welcome. Okay, next up we have Apple. This is more of a yellow-green, like Passion. I don't know that I would necessarily use Passion together with this one, because Passion is way more like neon, unless you wanted like a really bright I love you too, sis, highlight on like a leaf or something. Then you could use Passion, I guess. That's not typically something that I would do, but I think it would be it would look really cool. For anyone watching the chat back and watching what my sister is saying, Justana is my sister, by the way. Do not be concerned by the hate you. That is something that's popped up between the two of us when I do something to annoy her. I know it's 1000% in jest. This is Iceberg. It's like a really pretty blue-green. Almost matches my shirt. Ooh. Yes. I would love to have like an eyeshadow this color. Woo! Maybe I have one this color? Because I do have a lot of blue greens. Because I am not a warm tone girl. Person. I definitely prefer cooler tones. Like in all aspects of my life. Not just when it comes to my makeup. Just if you look in my drawer, there's a lot of blues and greens and purples. Right? That is so pretty. This one is peppermint. Another yellow greenish color. I almost want to say Iceberg is really close to the color of my eyes. Like not the main part of the iris, but like I have a darker ring around the outside, and that's pretty close to the color of that ring. I think it's time to empty this again. Yeah, I can always tell when it's getting close to time to empty out my sharpener, because it starts to leave like traces of previous colors and makes a bit of a mess when you take the pencil out. So that's usually a pretty good indicator if you can't actually see into sharpeners with like a container attached. That one's really pretty too. This one's green slime. There's one that Jennifer Stay has. I think it's a comb sharpener with a jar attached. It's really cute. my magpie brain goes, gimme. Meanwhile, my credit card and my bank account say, nah. Okay, this is washed green, really pretty desaturated green here. Ooh. These greens are making me so happy. Shiny! Yes. Cause I'm too shiny. Yeah, I'm torn as to what my Patronus should be. Whether it should be a snow leopard or a magpie. I wonder if you can have more than one Patronus. That would be interesting. Okay, this one's called Poison. That looks to be more of a grayish green. A desaturated green. Like washed green. Just more on the yellow-green side. I really need to get a frame for the magpie that I did from Joanna Basford's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly book. I ended up copying it on my printer so I could do it on good quality paper so that I could get lots of rich color down. These are reminding me of like Celadon and yeah, right? Oh gosh. This is my old coloring Bible. Not exactly the best paper for this. Yeah, Celadon, Jade. I really want to find colors that work with this muted turquoise. Because I love that color so much. But finding colors that will work with that is so hard. Like I have a page, I think it's in here, with like a few different tries at finding a blend. Yeah, see I have opal green from the Cobra set, charcoal green from the Scorpion set. No, that's jade green. Yeah, I tried using opal green with the muted turquoise. I don't know where I actually did that though. Let's see. I think I know. I just have to find it. Nope, that's something else. I don't remember. Yeah. I kind of like the idea of a magpie, though, because someone would see you with a corvid as your Patronus, and they'd be like, that's a weird Patronus, and not really see it as much of a threat. This one's called Antler. And then it pecks your eyes out. Because birds can be extremely territorial, as we have learned. A couple of months ago, we had a mockingbird, a pair of mockingbirds, that would swoop at us if we were outside for too long. Like, they didn't mind if we were just, like, going to the cars, but after dinner every night, my dad goes outside and walks around the front yard and has a cigarette. And he does it in the morning and at night. And he would get swooped at by the mockingbird. They can be so mean. And before I fell, I would go out there a couple times, and it got so close that I felt the breeze from its wings. That's how close it got when it swooped at me. This one's called Green Tea. Nice matcha color. And then the mockingbirds moved. Either their fledgling was ready to leave the nest, or they moved the nest entirely. We're not entirely sure, but they're not hanging around in our pine tree anymore. But now we have a hummingbird that has gotten very territorial over both of our hummingbird feeders. And it gets very upset if other hummingbirds try and drink from our feeders. Like, he will chase other hummingbirds off. It's kind of hilarious, actually, because it's like 2 ounces of pissed off bird. And they don't exactly have the most fearsome chirp in the world. This one's light bronze. But that little guy just cracks us up. We call him our guard bird. But, like, people would understand, like, a goose being an aggressive Patronus, or a swan. Yeah, 2 ounces of kick-ass bird. Because everybody knows geese and swans are just assholes. Of course, anyone from, like, Australia with their magpies would get how aggressive magpies can be. This one is emerald. Ooh. So pretty. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot for this tray. But yeah, going back to the hummingbird, it's like with dogs. The smaller they are, the bigger the attitude. Because, like, my oldest sister, she has a poodle terrier mix, and her roommate has a pit bull mix, and the pit bull mix is actually the more laid back of the two dogs. Okay, we're gonna start going this way since we're on the second tray. I went over one more so that hopefully I'll end up back at the line when I get to the end of the tray. This is Sapphire. Oh man. Green slime and sapphire would make a really pretty, like, shamrock green. Like, vibrant green. Yeah, Penny is definitely the love bug. Although she can give you some serious bruises with her tail. Because her tail isn't docked. And all that thing is bone, muscle, and fur. There is nothing on it to cushion someone from the full force of that tail. Okay, and this one is leaf green. But yeah, she's an absolute sweetheart. Like, Lily is a sweetheart for people that she knows, like the family, Anne's roommate. But yeah, short fur. But if you're in Lily's territory and she doesn't know you, she has bitten people before. When Anne took Lily in to get fixed after she got her, they ended up putting a red tag on the kennel that Lily was in because she got bitey with the employees of the Humane Society. And if I remember correctly, they actually ended up taking Anne back to the area where they were holding the dogs so that Anne could take her out of the kennel. This one's called Sky. Ooh, that is a super pretty aqua. And it's like Lily always knows when Anne is coming here for a visit because if Anne doesn't bring her, she gets so mad. Yeah. Lily calmed down once she saw Mama coming to get her. But yeah, she is a pistol. Well, and I think the size equals attitude thing works even for cats. Because, like, we have 3 cats. And this one is Cat's Eye. The oldest one, Groucho, and mine, Feely, are relatively big for cats. It also helps that they have longer fur, which adds bulk. But yeah, they're definitely bigger than Jess's cat, Shadow. But Shadow is definitely more aggressive if he's not happy with, Shadow and Feely do not like dogs. There were strays before we took them in. This might work well with muted turquoise, actually. Sorry, my brain went off on a tangent. Yeah, Shadow's definitely the one that'll pick fights. One year at Christmas, he actually took a swipe at Lily and caught her ear. But part of that is that Lily doesn't back down either. So it's like 2 animals with big attitudes. Doesn't mix very well. This one is Denim. Like, Feely will just go and hide if a dog comes to the house. Usually it's Anne or my aunt has 2 Cavalier Spaniels. Ooh. This is reminding me of like Lapis or Caribbean from Flight Rising. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Anne that she can't bring Lily over as often as we would love for her to, because it causes so much stress and anxiety for the younger cats that, like, I had to stop putting my cat in my bedroom during dinner because he's spoiled and Mama's a sucker and I feed him people food and he can be a bit of a beggar at dinner. But being put in my bedroom was causing him so much anxiety that, like, he would, like, freak out if someone was trying to take him into my bedroom, because he was starting to associate that with dogs being in the house. And for the most part, Feely has gotten better about not being too much of a pest during dinner. We do try to ignore him during dinner, but there's an empty chair at our table because it's a six-person table, and there's only 5 of us that live here, so Noken has just he'll sit in the free chair and watch us eat. And not often, but occasionally, he'll try to creep up onto the table if it's something he's really interested in. Usually like fish or poultry, because he loves chicken. And of course he's a cat, so he loves fish, which we don't actually have that often. This is really pretty. This is Blue Daisy. Yeah, so pretty. These make me so happy. Definitely filling in the blues more with these. But Feely can really crack me up. If he's still in the dining room, when I take my plate into the kitchen, and I call him from the kitchen, he will come running. Ooh, that is beautiful. This is opal. So many gorgeous jewel tones in here. Ooh, sky and opal. Yes. Kind of mid-tone, and that would be gorgeous. I think turquoise might work. Okay, now we're getting into the colors that make me very happy. This one is Gray Slate. It's more like a purple, really desaturated purple. Yes. That is so pretty. I would love to have an eyeshadow this color too. Like, give me all the cool tone purple eyeshadows. Oh. I think this is a color that you could easily pull towards purple or blue, depending on the colors you use it with. Okay, this is lavender. We'll see how lavender it is. Yep, it's definitely more of a red violet, but these sets definitely need more red violets. Like, red violet isn't my favorite end of the purple spectrum, but it's still purple, so it's still pretty. I love how pigmented these colors are. Okay, this one is eggplant. Looks like a really pretty blue violet. This one might be good with space, although it might be a little bit too dark to work with space. Yeah, this looks space or grape. This looks really close to both of those. Although I think it does pull a little bit warmer. That might be because it's next to lavender. Like, it's really interesting how neighboring colors can affect the look of one color. Like with lavender here, gray slate definitely looks more blue to me, but if you cover those up, it really looks more purple. So cool. Okay, this is navy blue. I was wondering why this one and Blue Moon and Storm Blue weren't up here with these blues, but these are definitely more green blues and bright blues, so I get why they're separated. Although I would have put them before the purples, like to transition better into the purples. Because, like, it's almost like you get this jump from blue-green to purple and then to blue. Where blue should be between blue, green, and purple, but that's just me. Okay, this is Blue Moon. I think this would work really well with navy blue. Like if you want to color a night sky, yeah, these would be pretty together. I think I will do my organizing in a recorded video because it's getting up on lunchtime here in California and I'm getting hungry. I was gonna have cereal for breakfast, but we're out of milk. So I end up just having Pop-Tarts. Not the most filling breakfast ever. Okay, this is Storm Blue. I'm gonna have to empty that again soon. That's a good tritone. Especially for a night sky. Start off with Storm Blue at your horizon, and then Blue Moon, and Navy Blue at the top. I'm definitely going to have to hide these blues from my sister, because these are definitely up her alley. Okay, now we're getting into the grays, the neutral, the neutral colors. You probably don't even know which case they're in. Aha! that's definitely not a color that I've really seen before, I don't think. What, the case that they're gonna be in? It's almost like beige sienna or something in the Prismacolors. Yeah, it's kind of like olive brown in the Caran d'Ache Luminance. Yeah, it's like peach beige, seashell, just a little bit more yellow, whereas these pull a bit more green. Definitely not something you would find in the Faber-Castells. It's kind of like Suede from the Skin Tone Light set. Anyway. This is, Gunmetal. Move those up a little so I can move this up a little. That's a really nice cool gray. A lot of the grays in the original sets are very warm, so it's really nice to see some cooler grays coming in. Okay, this is dark gray. We're back into warm grays. This is actually closer to the French grays. Which tend to be more of like a kind of a taupe color. Kind of a brown gray. Like especially comparing these two. This is light gray. And that is definitely a light gray. And it's definitely more of a French gray. It actually would work very well with dark gray. I don't know that it would work with medium gray though, because that looks cooler than the other two. This one is Shadow. And another warm gray. I think it's another French gray. I was gonna say it looks a little bit cooler than the other two, but it's definitely more brown toned. Okay, this is medium gray. Yeah, this one. Sorry, my nose itches. I don't think this one would work with dark and light gray because it is cooler. It might work with gunmetal. I mean, it's a pretty gray, but it definitely wouldn't work with dark gray and light gray. Dang it. Oh well. I would have had to put light bronze and emerald. Like emerald over here, right under light bronze, in order to get it the way I wanted it, but oh well. Okay, this is coal. I mean, just if you really want to borrow these blues, all you have to do is ask. But you are not keeping them. Two left. Ha, no. They're available on Amazon. You can buy them yourself. This one's mahogany. And last one. This one is Rusty. This one kind of reminds me of, well, it's a bit orange, but it's almost like Tuscan red in the excuse me, Prismacolors. This would be really good for a dark orange, like shadows on a pumpkin. Yeah, this one would be really good for that. Okay, so this is the Monarch set of colored pencils by Black Widow brand. The lid's all dirty now. Covering this up because I do not like those. Yeah, I will probably do organizing in a recorded video rather than a stream. Probably sped up so it's not like an hour and a half. Probably longer because this is my official coloring Bible. It's a little binder that I can use my color pencil paper to swatch my pencils. And then I also have marker paper for alcohol markers or water-based markers, and then space for color schemes. I don't know what's going to go back here, but yeah. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Jess, for chatting with me, so I wasn't just talking to myself for an hour and a half. And I will see you all next time. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you know when I upload new videos, when I stream. I would like to stream more, but I can't make any promises right now. There's a lot I don't know right now. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. See you guys next time. Bye.